So I know that it's been a while, like seriously a while, since I posted one of these vlogs. It's not that I don't have any content. I do have some content that I've been filming over the past few weeks, but if anyone has ever done something like a vlog or posting where they have to do something consistently. I remember I did this back when I studied abroad, when I was trying to update people on, just what was going on when I was halfway across the world. There's kind of these waves that I think it goes through, where initially you're really excited about it, and then you're super pumped about it, and then reality sometimes sets in. And I think that that's partially what happened here, and partially, sometimes what happens is when you stop doing something, it's hard to get back in the groove. But that changes right now. So quick recap on where I've been over the past few weeks. So I released the Music Matters video that's down below, linked one of these places. That you should really watch. It was an awesome project that my company created that basically focused on these youth in Baltimore that were trying to promote awareness and raise funding for music education in Baltimore City, which was an awesome thing. At this point, it has something around 75,000 views, and there's some awesome opportunities that are in line that are gonna be happening over the next few days and weeks that I'm really excited about. So that project's far from over. So that's part one. Then I've been working on a number of other just miscellaneous projects here and there. The typical client work that I would normally have, where it's a day shoot, 2-day shoot, something like that, turn around, and the products have been really good. I've been really pleased to see how my work is progressing and how my company's work is progressing. But I did a really cool thing the other day. So it's now Thursday, and on Monday I went back to the University of Maryland and I talked to the viewfinder class. So if you watch the video here, that was when I went back and visited the same viewfinder class, but before their semester actually got launched. And really there, it was just kind of an opportunity for the new students that were starting to learn from the alumni, do a little hands-on field work. And then what actually I did on this past Monday is Bethany, who facilitates the entire program, she invited me to come in to teach the class about two things. One being gimbal work, because I didn't learn anything about gimbals. Everything that I was taught up until my professional career, up until probably a year and a half or so to 2 years ago, I pretty much just based all of my work off of the model that I learned in college. So, keeping everything on a tripod, following, rule of thirds, basically not breaking any of the rules that go into video. And, but, as the class progresses and develops, which is an awesome thing about, I think, what Bethany does with this course, is she really develops it, and every semester she's always incorporating new ideas and new elements to really help the students, for long-term success. So part one of that was trying to use gimbal. So they're hopefully going to invest in a gimbal, and she wanted to understand, okay, how do we use this? What's a good way to use it? So that's part one. Part two, which I was really excited about, was I got to talk to them about working in the freelance professional world. And that's something that is kind of bizarre to talk about at a journalism school, but I'm really glad I did, and it's also something that Bethany recognizes. There's a lot of people that have gone through that course that are now doing what I'm doing, what so many people that have gone through that class are doing. So it's awesome. I'm really glad that I got to present it, and I'm gonna post that entire presentation on this vlog, hopefully tomorrow. So that's something I'm really excited about. But bigger picture, I think, so I've been kind of looking at my company and figuring out where am I gonna go from here? Because it's sometimes easy to look at where you wanna go. So that's, for a lot of parts, for a big reason, what I've been doing. I've been trying to figure out, okay, do I expand my team? Where is this business going? What work can I take on? What kinds of projects do I wanna take on? And the base of Lasser Media has always been documentary production, documentary style production. And that's something that I want to continue growing, because that's something that's what I'm passionate about. That's the base of the business. That's the base of the stories that really launched this business, and the stories that I think will continue to get our business out there. And not only, it's not only just about what this business can do for itself, but what it can do for others, like what those stories can provide and open doors for the people that the story is about. So focusing on content. But all that aside, I've been rambling. One of the cool things that I'm trying to do is, in expanding my business, is taking on bigger projects. So I'm working on this like 45, somewhere around a 45-minute documentary for a fire department. And basically, it's something which is a little bit different. It's not intended for digital use. Otherwise, it would probably be something much shorter, because that doesn't work. But with that, I'm recognizing that it's something that I'm excited to be bringing on other people to help me out with this project. So not exactly introducing Jack.
Hi everybody. I'm helping Ricky edit a video. I don't know if it's a secret, so I won't tell you about it. But listening to Rico Nasty, check her out.
Yeah, so Jack was also featured in the video that I did down in College Park that is still linked in one of the corners here. And basically, so Jack and I both graduated through the Viewfinder program. So we both have that passion for documentary storytelling. We also have that foundation of video production that we were fortunate to gain before graduating. So right now we're working together. So Jack's working on the West Friendship Fire Department video.
It's not a secret.
So it's not a secret. Because I think I've posted about it on Facebook and other stuff like that. So it is a cool project that we're working on. But it's something that I've also gotten to the point where it's exciting to be bringing on other people into projects and into the business, because, when I started the business, it was never just about what I was going to do, but what could this company accomplish, and it's much bigger than that. So being able to take on larger projects and bring on more people that are passionate about that mission, I think is something that's really cool. So Jack's doing that right now. How's it coming?
It's going really well. There's a lot of interviews. I'm going through them slowly but surely, but there's a lot of passion in these people, and I think I'm gonna extract it.
So if you couldn't tell, I am super, super excited to see just how this company is growing, and being able to take on Jack for this edit. And I've been able to work with other videographers, on production. I haven't really been able to show you much of that, just because it's difficult when you're out shooting a lot of the time to do any sort of behind the scenes, unless there were another person there. So then we'd have 3 bodies as opposed to 1 body or 2 bodies. But that's something that's super exciting. That's really exciting, because I think that's it's a milestone. I see this as a huge milestone for my business and where it's going. But I'm also going back to the beginning of this video. The reason I think that I haven't really been doing the vlogs as of late is twofold. Part one is because I honestly kind of lost some of the motivation and the drive. I think when I first started doing this, or the first 2 months of this, which is kind of ridiculous, I was waking up super early, like 5:30 or 6 o'clock every day, and editing this for somewhere between probably 2 and 3 hours on average. But there were points where it was getting frustrating. It was getting into my other work, and then I did some travel vlogs, which are coming soon. I know that I've honestly been sitting on those, and it's kind of eating at me. So that's one of those things that I want to be able to get it out, because I'm excited about it. Outside of the Poconos vlog, which was posted like a week or so ago. So there's those. So there's those videos that, yeah, I shot, but they're sitting in my hard drive, and what's the point of that? But basically, I kind of lost the motivation. And one thing that Jack actually just pointed out to me, that I think pretty much wraps this whole thing up, or that whole idea up, of why I haven't been as motivated, is because I haven't been doing them. So because I wasn't my motivation almost like breeds more motivation. So by creating a video every single day, I was feeling accomplished that I was doing something every single day. Not only was I accomplishing the work that, that's kind of on the docket of the business, but I was also accomplishing all these other, vlogs outside of it, and that was super exciting. So I just felt accomplished. But since I've stopped that, I also haven't felt as accomplished, and then I haven't been as motivated to create the vlogs. That's part one. Part two is because I'm looking back now at, again, looking back at the viewfinder class and looking at other people that are kind of in my industry, and recognizing that, it's a humbling thing to recognize that you have, skills and experience that others can learn from. And I think that's such a valuable thing, but it's not always easy to recognize that. It's always easy to kind of look forward and be like, well, my company could get to X level, or I could learn about, X skill. But recognizing that I do have a lot to offer. I'm not perfect. I'm not the best, but I also have a lot to offer. And that's what I want to really provide in terms of these vlogs and the videos, is, sometimes it's going to be just a little bit of documenting here and there of just kind of like where my business is, which is partially what this is, but it's also providing an asset to those who watch that, maybe somehow, in some crazy way, you could learn from my experience, because that's exactly what I've done. YouTube has provided such an incredible resource, and I see the future potential of what YouTube can do. It is an incredible database of information and a wealth of information that if I can help contribute, my 2 cents to that and help other people, be it 1 person, 20 people, whatever it is, or if it gets to some crazy number, great. I mean, I think that's awesome. But in order to help those people, I need to be the one creating the content. So there's a lot more good stuff coming. I'm excited about it.